Let me see that gold, man. Woo. It's heavy.
My man, wow.
Look at this, man.
Unscripted. All right, we're here with Professor Kurt Zettlemoyer, head instructor and owner of Champions BJJ in North Houston, IBJJF certified black belt.
Yes, sir.
15 years in martial arts, and he's built a gym where families train together and grow together. Professor Kurt, appreciate you taking some time to chat with us here today.
Happy to be here.
How many folks do you have competing here at the Jiu-Jitsu World League?
Jiu-Jitsu World League, small group today. I think we've got 4 total competing. Camden's being one of them.
Yes, sir.
I've had one of my other teenagers go. Right now, we're 2 golds, so 2 guys up.
Come on, man.
It's looking good for us.
How does that feel?
Well, you name yourself Champions BJJ, you got to win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So to start with today, can you walk us back to the beginning when you first met MVP? And I believe you were a blue belt and he was a white belt with no stripes.
He was a blue belt. I remember walking into the gym. Well, I remember pulling into my parking lot, and I had a Bravest Mercedes. I saw this really nice Lorenzer package Mercedes sitting in the parking lot. And I said, man, who is this guy? Right? So I walk in, and one of my front desk guys said, hey, we got this wrestler back there. He's going to train with us. And I look back, and MVP is just on the heavy bag, just beating the punk out of it. And I said, oh, man, this is my kind of guy.
Right on.
So that's where we first met, and I think soon after we started, training together, and we just like 2 grizzly bears fight each other for years.
Was there a moment where you said, you know what, he's going to be here for a while, he's going to stick with this?
Yeah, from the get-go, he just has a competitor mindset, and you realize, like, with everything that he does, including like when he came to jiu-jitsu, it was something that he wanted to go and accomplish something with. And you see that in certain people, and you knew right away. It's like, oh, this. And now he's a fixture of our gym.
Right on.
A huge part of it, too.
Right on. So he told me in the past, MVP told me that in wrestling, you learn holds for show, but in jiu-jitsu, you learn them for use. So from a coach's perspective, what's the cleanest way to explain that difference to somebody like myself who only knows pro wrestling?
Well, in wrestling, it's like you're doing work, right? So you have the optics of a choke. In jiu-jitsu, we're going to really choke each other. And you got 2 options. You can pass out or you can tap out.
Right on.
But there's no in between.
Right on. You could pass out or you could tap out. Now, for your own journey, when did jiu-jitsu become something that you wanted to pursue?
And I got into this. I was just fat and out of shape.
Really?
I was 300 pounds.
Damn, okay.
And started kickboxing first, and the jiu-jitsu instructor every day was like, hey, man, come over here. Come try this jiu-jitsu thing out. And got into it. I just fell in love with it. It's this perfect mix of like physicality and mental game at the same time. And it's just like, it's addictive.
Right
it's
on.
human chess.
Right on. So jiu-jitsu, and what else? What other martial arts do you do?
Kickboxing. I kickboxed longer than I had done jiu-jitsu. When I was younger, I tried different martial arts. Done karate. I've done Aikido, like the Steven Seagal stuff.
Yeah.
And you get into jiu-jitsu and you realize, oh, this is real. Like this works too.
Right on. And from what I understand, you're big on building a family-oriented training environment. What does that look like in the practice on a regular week at your gym?
For me, it's like if I have a place where the whole family can be, the way to cultivate that is just have a welcoming environment. It's you come into a gym, you start combat sports. Like we just talked about, we're gonna choke each other.
Yeah.
Right? There's no way around. Like if you've never done it before, it's really intimidating to think about starting something like this. And so if we can just have a welcoming, environment where, okay, you're going to come in, never trained before. Well, I'm not going to show you jiu-jitsu works my best, beat the snot out of you. That doesn't do anything because you're not trained. It's better to say, let me show you some stuff. Let me introduce this to you so it's not this caustic experience. And when I came up, most of the gyms you'd go to as the new guy, they're just gonna beat the crap out of you.
Professor Kurt, let me tell you a quick side story real quick. So when MVP was 2014 or so, I think you guys would have been meeting. A couple years later, he tells me, you should try this out. So I find the Gracie Baja on my side of town. I go in there. I got my left knee, it's really injured. I was in a car accident not long before that. So I was really concerned about going into doing